start with Batman: Arkham Knight, in which you step into the worn boots of Batman as Gotham City teeters on the edge of chaos, its skyline lit by panic and the looming threat of Scarecrow's fear toxin. From your first glide off Wayne Tower to the roar of the Batmobile engine, chasing down deadly militia trucks, every moment feels epic and intense. The city's dark alleyways, neon-soaked rooftops, and abandoned subways invite you to explore every shadow and secret. Mix slick hand-to-hand combat with gadgets that turn the tide in a heartbeat, then race through flooded streets at breakneck speed. It's the ultimate rush for anyone who's ever dreamed of being the Dark Knight. It receives Metacritic's score of 87. Uncharted 4 throws you back into the boots of Nathan Drake, now retired but pulled back into the adventure game for one last wild ride. It kicks off with a reunion, a mystery, and a brother long thought dead, setting the stage for a globe-trotting treasure hunt full of danger and heart. From climbing ancient ruins in Madagascar to speeding through a chaotic chase on motorbikes, every scene feels like a blockbuster movie. It's packed with charm, witty banter, emotional moments, and some of the best action set pieces gaming has ever seen. If you love stories that mix adrenaline with heart, this one delivers big time. It receives a Metacritic score of 93. Next one is Sleeping Dogs, which is an underrated gem that blends open-world chaos with a gripping undercover cop story set in the vibrant streets of Hong Kong. You play as Wei Shen, an officer tasked with infiltrating the triads. But as you dive deeper into their world, the line between duty and loyalty begins to blur. The game offers a perfect mix of intense hand-to-hand combat, fast-paced driving, and cinematic storytelling. What really sets it apart is its setting a living, breathing Hong Kong filled with neon lights, night markets, and a sense of culture that makes every alley and backstreet feel alive. The martial arts-inspired combat is fluid and brutal, making every fight feel personal. In 2025, Sleeping Dogs still holds its ground as one of the most stylish and emotionally charged open-world games out there. If you missed it the first time, now's the time to dive in. The Witcher 3 throws you straight into the boots of Geralt of Rivia, a monster hunter chasing whispers of his lost love Yennefer, while war tears the land apart. It opens with a haunting dream, a burning battlefield, and then drops you into a muddy village where even the smallest problems feel layered and real. People love this game for its storytelling. Every quest, even the side ones, feels personal and morally messy. Geralt isn't just swinging swords, he's choosing who to help, who to trust, and how much of his humanity to hold on to. It's gritty, heartfelt, and absolutely unforgettable. Witcher 3 receives a Metacritic score of 92, which is stunning. Rise, Son of Rome is a cinematic masterpiece that delivers a brutal and immersive journey through the glory and tragedy of the Roman Empire. Playing as Marius Titus, a fearless Roman soldier seeking vengeance, you experience epic battles with fluid, visceral combat and stunning executions. The game's breathtaking visuals bring ancient Rome to life, from grand colosseums to war-torn battlefields. The engaging story, enriched by powerful performances, keeps players invested, while strategic combat mechanics make every encounter thrilling. With its gripping narrative, gorgeous graphics, and intense action, Rise, Son of Rome is a perfect 10 out of 10, an unforgettable warrior's tale. Assassin's Creed Unity takes you into the heart of the French Revolution, where you play as Arnaud, a man caught between revenge and justice. Paris is dense, beautiful, and alive, filled with riots, secrets, and towering cathedrals. With smoother parkour, grounded combat, and a personal story, Unity shines despite its rough launch. Today, it's a hidden gem in the series, refined, immersive, and more cinematic than many gave it credit for. If you skipped it, now's the time to revisit this bold chapter in Assassin's Creed history. It receives a bad Metacritic score of 72 due to its bugs and technical issues, but later praised for being way ahead of its time. Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain drops you into the role of Big Boss, also known as Venom Snake, waking up from a coma with the world changed and everything he built left in ruins. From the very start, you're thrown into chaos, trying to escape a burning hospital while hunted by strange, supernatural forces. What makes this game so loved is the freedom it gives you, sneaking through open-ended missions, building your own private army, and shaping how you approach every situation. Big Boss isn't just a soldier. He's a legend built through your choices, and every move feels sharp, stylish, and deeply personal. It receives a Metacritic score of 93, making it masterpiece. The Last of Us Part 1 puts you in the shoes of Joel, a hardened survivor in a world that's completely fallen apart after a deadly outbreak. Right from the start, you feel the weight he carries: loss, anger, and a need to just keep going. But everything shifts when he's tasked with escorting Ellie, a young girl who might be the key to saving humanity. What makes this game a masterpiece isn't just the intense stealth and combat. It's the bond that slowly builds between two broken people. Every quiet moment, every fight, and every choice hits with real emotion. It receives a Metacritic score of 95, being masterpiece. Alan Wake 2 tells the story of Alan, a writer trapped in a twisted, nightmarish dimension, and Saga Anderson, an FBI agent investigating a series of bizarre murders in the mysterious town of Bright Falls. Alan tries to escape by rewriting reality through his words, while Saga uncovers dark secrets tied to supernatural forces. The game blends psychological horror, intense storytelling, and haunting visuals to create a truly gripping experience. As the story progresses, both characters face terrifying enemies, shifting realities, and personal demons, but they keep fighting to uncover the truth and survive. Alan's desperate struggle and Saga's determination make them both unforgettable. What players love most about the game is its creepy atmosphere, deep narrative, and unique gameplay style. It was praised by fans and critics alike, but despite all the love, it missed out on winning Game of the Year. It receives Metacritic score of 89, making it perfect. Ghost of Tsushima begins with a brutal Mongol invasion, where you play as Jin Sakai, a samurai left for dead as his island burns around him. The intro throws you into a hopeless battle, where honor clashes with survival, and Jin is forced to question everything he was taught. What makes the game so loved is how it blends quiet beauty with intense action. Fields of flowers and bamboo forests are just as unforgettable as the sword duels. Jin's journey from noble warrior to the feared ghost is emotional, haunting, and full of tough choices that reshape not just him, but all of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima was nominated for Game of the Year and praised for its breathtaking world, emotional story, and fluid combat. However, it ultimately lost the award to games that were seen as more innovative or groundbreaking, though many fans still believe it deserved the win for its artistic beauty and immersive experience. Ghost of Tsushima receives a Metacritic score of 84. Days Gone, you step into the boots of Deacon St. John, a rugged drifter and former biker looking for his wife Sarah while surviving in a post-apocalyptic world overrun by feral creatures known as freakers. What starts as a gritty ride through chaos slowly unfolds into something deeper, a story about love, loss, and resilience in the face of total collapse. With his loyal bike and a battered sense of hope, Deacon navigates hostile camps, treacherous roads, and overwhelming hordes. Though it faced mixed reactions at launch, fans have come to appreciate its emotional core, tense survival gameplay, and the bond between man and machine in a world that's forgotten both. It received bad Metacritic score of 78, but later praised for being best game after launching in PC and PS5. The Telltale Walking Dead Definitive Series starts with you playing as Lee Everett, a man trying to survive the early days of the apocalypse while protecting a young girl named Clementine. Season 1 is all about building that bond, and it hits hard emotionally, as Lee becomes the father figure she never had. In Season 2, you step into Clementine's shoes as a colder world forces her to grow up fast, making decisions that no kid should ever face. Season 3 brings in a new playable character, Javier. Season 4 gives you full control of a teenage Clem, now looking after a young boy named AJ, just like Lee once looked after her. It receives the Metacritic score of 89, and personally this game's story makes even man cry. Rise of the Tomb Raider kicks off with Lara Croft scaling a frozen mountain, chasing the truth behind an ancient secret her father died believing in. Right away, the game throws you into danger, snowstorms, collapsing cliffs, and the kind of high-stakes survival that Lara's become known for. You play as her as she pushes deeper into Siberia, racing against a shadowy group called Trinity. What players love most is how Lara grows, not just stronger, but more confident and determined. The mix of exploration, clever puzzles, and fluid combat makes every moment feel like you're uncovering history with your own hands. It has received Metacritic score of 86. A Plague Tale: Requiem puts you back in control of Amicia, a brave young girl doing everything she can to protect her little brother Hugo in a world that keeps falling apart around them. Right from the start, the bond between them feels real and fragile as they search for safety in a land still haunted by war, disease, and something far darker inside Hugo. What makes this game so loved is its emotional depth and beautiful storytelling. The stealth gameplay feels tense and personal, and every scene is filled with weight, heart, and the quiet strength of a sister who won't give up. It receives a Metacritic score of 82.
Let's move on. Yes, we need to get out.
Came from that way.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is a game where we play as Arthur Morgan, a gunslinger, fighter, and loyal friend who rides with his gang. The most prominent members include Dutch, John, and the traitor Micah. Arthur robs banks, trains, and many other places. He is the most badass gunslinger in the game. As the story progresses, the gang faces many problems and tensions, but Arthur stays loyal and keeps helping his fellows. Later, he is betrayed by Micah and his most trusted companion, Dutch. What players love about the game is its story, mechanics, and environment. People really enjoyed the game and loved it, but it surprisingly missed out on Game of the Year. What people love most is the emotional weight behind it all. Arthur's journey isn't just about guns and horses, it's about loyalty, redemption, and questioning the life he's lived. It's cinematic, raw, and hits you harder the deeper you go. Red Dead Redemption 2 achieved the Metacritic score of 97,